Welcome to the Daily Jerry Anderson podcast, which today deals with the impact on the unsuspecting public of the new reality show, The Voice, not to mention local interest generated by the participation of two Northern Islanders amongst the hopeful wannabes. The presenter encourages them. Did you see The Voice on Saturday night?
I lasted about 20 minutes.
Very interesting programme.
No, I don't
Now, first
like
of all,
it.
of course you don't like it. I know you don't like it by its very nature. I know before I ask you. We have to congratulate, of course, Jessica Hammond from Belfast and indeed our own Ben Kelly from Derry Soap Londonderry, who were very successful. It must be a very, very strange thing now. Jessica and Ben, of course, nice people that they seem to be. Do you realise that 3 minutes before they went on that programme, that they could have walked down the street and they were totally anonymous and nobody cared about them, nobody gave two hoots about it. No way nobody cares about us, gives two hoots about us. Mm-hmm. And then 3 minutes after they're on the show, Tom Jones is pleading to help them. You know, and all the best producers in the world are dying to make things happen for them. What must that do to your head? And it's a very strange thing. Do you know? Are you still there?
I'm still with you.
I'm sorry. I thought maybe perhaps you drifted away.
No.
Recently I went to America, as you know, last November, and I spent some time in LA, and I happened to have lunch with the guy who invented that program, and I spent a very, very interesting hour talking to him about The Voice.
Yeah.
His name is Mark Burnett, and he invented it. It's his program, and it was on America first, and then it was on our RTE, and now it's in Britain. And he told me I can't really recount the conversation because between two moguls.
Well, yes.
Moguls, when moguls talk, they don't share that with ordinary people. But he told me some very interesting things. And my impression of what he said to me, I can't tell you what he said, but it's obvious that it's all about the judges. The people are immaterial. I mean, I'm not giving away any secret when I say that. It's all about the judges. It's not about the singers. They're peripheral. They don't matter. And that's the thing that the people who take part in these competitions should realise. It's not about them. People think, it's about me. I'm going to be a star. It's not about them. It's about the judges. And one of the things I think is very important about that programme is the extent to which people are watching don't realise how much they're being manipulated. As a social anthropologist, I can spot these things. So there's a thing for you. Do you know the way you're studying 101 social anthropology?
Yes.
You should take a look at The Voice and make notes on it. And figure in what ways the people are being made to think that some person is good. First of all, you have to think about the sound, the way they manipulate the sound, and the way the judges, it's apparently nearly everything that they say is scripted, because no judge ever speaks together at the same time. Do you know the way in ordinary conversation I might overlap your conversation?
Yeah.
Do you notice that never happens in The Voice? Nobody. For instance, when I'm talking to you, you're not talking now because I know you don't talk on a Monday morning because you're tired.
No, I'm listening to you.
See what he just did there now?
Yes.
See what we just did there now?
Yes.
You talk and I talk at the same time?
Yes.
That never happens in The Voice. No. Never happens. Mm-hmm. Why does it never happen? Because that's normal conversation. Because it's choreographed not to happen.
And it's the same thing on the X Factor.
Same thing, exactly. If people actually watch the X Factor, I'm not knocking these programs. I find them very interesting.
No, I can't. No, I watched
but you just hate anything that has young people in it.
No, I watched that program on Saturday night for this purpose, or this reason. Now that I knew you would talk to me about it, and you would say to me, "Why did you not watch it? Why did you not watch it?" And I said, "Right, I'll give it my best shot." And I watched it, and I kept looking at it, but the lure of the crossword in the Daily Mirror got to me.
Sex rears its ugly head as it normally does on a Monday after a frustrating, fun-free weekend. It is thought that women's chests being liberally aired has a certain psychological element. The presenter, of course, disapproves of wanton hussies of all nationalities.
I'm looking at men's necks.
Well, there's no future in that.
Thank you.
Don't do it, because they notice it.
Men?
Mm-hmm. They notice when you look at their neck. It's very hard. It's like when you look at a girl's cleavage. They like it, but they pretend they don't. Dirty old Brit, looking at my chest.
Emma says no.
What?
Emma says no, you're wrong.
Emma says no what? They like it.
Girls don't like.
They do like it, but they pretend they don't. You do, come on, deep in your heart. It's because you're pregnant, you're not yourself, Emma. Remember when you were single and thin?
I'm shocked.
Emma says she's shocked.
At what?
I'm thinking we like it.
You thinking the girls like it?
Well, why do they show them if they don't want people to look at them? Why? Well, I mean, it's because it's healthy? Because they want the air to get at them? Is that the reason? When people come out there with their boobs sticking out, they don't want people to look at them?
Come on,
of course
Emma.
they do. Come on, why would you wear a low cut dress? Why?
Me? I cannot. Not me. No, well, stop putting pressure on me. Emma's looking at me. Everyone, you're looking at me. Why is everyone looking at me?
I hope you don't think I sound sexist here. But all I'm saying is
answer the question.
No, don't be pressure.
Because it's hot. I'm under pressure.
Don't be putting pressure.
Because
on
it's
Emma.
hot. Emma said they wear a low-cut dress on warm days.
But the Christmas dues. Yeah, dress dance Christmas Eve. No, but I'm not putting any pressure, and nor am I being sexist. All I'm saying is, in my opinion, as a qualified socioanthropologist, I'm a Dip Conted, remember? I have letters after my name. It is my
But
theory.
where does a man's neck sag? At what age?
A man's neck should begin to sag when he's 50, if he's lucky. Some of the less fortunate among us have saggy necks when they're 40, and the real, sad sacks, theirs start to sag about 30. But if you look after yourself, you could have a firm neck. Now look at mine.
Yeah, but a lot of I
pay a lot of attention to this neck here. This neck is well groomed.
There's necks that sag from the chin.
That's the old
Right
5
back.
chin. That's why God invented beards. The presenter has never been accused of having green fingers, yellow back, yes, and occasionally green with envy, but never afflicted by taking an interest in gardening. He has always avoided this.
Did you do any gardening at the weekend?
Never. I've never done any gardening. I told you about my garden. A hedgehog thought that nobody lived in it.
I cut
And
the grass.
the hedgehog lived in the middle of the garden, and he had never seen anyone in it. And then I came out one day and it frightened the life out of him. He thought it was his garden. My hedgehog was in my garden for a year, and he never saw a human being in the garden until one day the sun came out and I walked out and he just went, Jesus! What? And he ran away. He never came back. I think I traumatised it. He thought it was his lawn.
Well, who cuts the grass?
Some man comes round.
We get some man into it. Huh?
Yeah, do you think I'm going to go out and clean the grass? And cut it?
You couldn't clean the grass.
I know a certain man, and you know him too. And I used to watch him from my window. And know what he used to do? What? Every once in a while, there'd be a little leaf, maybe perhaps some leaves in the garden. He used to walk around and lift them individually.
Well, some people have a great pride in their garden.
Would you go around and lift leaves individually?
No, as long as people say
railing against the world, howling against the moon because the leaves come down and fall on his garden. What were you doing? Were you cutting your grass?
I cut the grass and I clipped the hedge as well.
Congratulations!
Yeah.
What an amazing thing to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Why did you take that new lawn? Apparently it doesn't grow. Does it grow?
But people, people say to me, "You have a lot of moss there.
You
should do something about that." I said, "That's just grass. It's still. I'm a bit like you. As long as it's green and it's short, that's all right. I don't care what it is."
I don't see the point of gardening really, because what's the point? You see, the whole world is just the world is a big restaurant basically. Everything eats everything else, and everything grows everywhere else. What's the point in controlling like 4 square yards of it? God is sitting in heaven going. The fools. I know that's cruel and heartless. And I'm sorry to Sherry McElwain. The presenter cannot get away from talking of The Voice, an indication that this programme may be with us for an unconscionable span of time. We watched The Voice last night also. It was brilliant. My daughter and I have fallen in love with Will I Am. What kind of a name is that?
I don't know.
He's like a black Tim Minchin. I enjoyed him and Tom Jones name-dropping. Will I Am talked casually about working with Michael Jackson, whilst Tom Jones mentioned going to Graceland and Elvis Presley going to a music shop to get 2 guitars. And when he said Tom Jones is back at his house, the girl fainted. Such show-offs. Well, you see, that's why they're on television. You have to show off because people sitting at home stupid, don't know anything. And if they can see a man who says he knew Elvis Presley, they will love him for life as they tuck into their curry and eat their Whatsits. On Saturday night, we went to see Fiddler on the Roof in Downpatrick Great Hall. What a great contrast. I must say the guy acting Tevye, what's Tevye? Would it spoil some grand eternal plan if I were a rich man? I will always be
Topol, was it?
Topol was the guy who played the part of Tevye in the movie. Topol is the strangest guy. He never seems to get any older. Well, that movie was made many, many years ago, and you see him now on television. Well, I saw him not so long ago, and he just looks exactly the same as he did then. If I were a rich man, would it spoil some great eternal plan if I were a wealthy man, if I were a rich man?
Can I ask you this?
Yes?
What else is Tom Jones to talk about? You know, but Tom, his friends,
Mm-hmm.
and the life that he moves and the circle he moves is Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin and all.
Well, it was, because they're all dead.
Yeah, but you understand that's the people he knows.
I know, that's okay.
And so.
I'm not complaining about that. I'm just
but-
reading out what the people are saying.
Do you know if Tom Jones were to come on and say, "I went to Brian Forbes' house and I borrowed his guitar," people say, "Who?" You know.
I happen to know Brian Forbes. He's a very nice guy.
Yeah, but
Do Tom Jones a
would
cough.
Tom Jones lend him would he lend Tom Jones his guitar?
Go and do Tom Jones's cough.
Has he coughed yet on the show?
I watched him waiting for him to cough already. He hasn't coughed. Do it again.
Tom Jones should kick his leg out when he coughs. Actually,
I think he should, yeah. That's a good cough.
But,
Yeah, it's not unusual
but
to be loved
what
by
I
anyone.
want you to do is do the cough
Unusual to be
and
loved
kick your
by
leg
anyone.
out. It happens naturally if you do it. Go on, do it once in a.
I'm not going to kick my leg out
Yeah,
here.
just a wee tiny kick. Go on,
Okay.
try it.
It's not unusual to be loved by anyone.
See, just kick.
Gregory Campbell, scourge of BBC presenters' wallets, rides again. He has stuff to say. I ride now to Londonderry to shout, "Shut that gate! Shut that gate! Look at the book in here! Shut that gate! Give us one, shut that gate!"
Shut that gate.
That's not the same.
What?
Gregory,
Shut that gate.
look at the book in here!
Well, there's a call for you.
You're no fun.
I have to tell you, there's a man waiting his last 15 minutes.
What do you want to do? Sell a door for an Austin Miner or something? What is it?
don't
Was he
know.
looking for a meat safe?
It's Emma's department.
What's he want?
No, that's
Yeah,
not
it is something like that, isn't it?
No, it's
Go say
no.
shut that door and shut that door and shut that gate.
For
Look at the book in here and shut that gate.
Look at the muck in here. When you shut that gate, shut that bloody... No, I wouldn't say that. Shut that... When you shut that gate...
The Apprentice.
The apprentice. The apprentice. Hey, you apprentice boy. Shut that gate. 2.
Lord Sugar. Don't shut that gate. Get the money from. Get the money off him. Don't shut that gate for nothing. Look at the book in here.
Let's get a good catch.
Oh, I'm the voice.
I'm
I'm the voice.
the voice. The voice.
He said that this program is called The Voice. I am called The Voice. I'm the voice.
Right. Tom Jones.
Yeah.
I'm the voice. No, it didn't begin Tom Jones.
No, he said,
Tom Jones.
he said, this program is called The Voice.
This program is called The Voice.
In Wales, I'm known as...
In Wales, I am the voice.
I'm the voice.
And kick my leg out.
Okay, I'm enjoying herself today. It's not easy for her.
No.
Hello, good morning, sir. Why is there nobody there?
Because it's 2.
Oh, that's why there's nobody there. Hello, is there someone here? There.
Yes, it's Jimmy.
All right, Jimmy, don't be so touchy. What's wrong with you?
Well,
Oh,
See, his battery's probably run out. His battery's run out.
That's it.
I would imagine so. He's waiting that long.
Thank you for listening. Bacamara.
Shut that gate.